Well, I'm just going to sort of begin by asking if you were aware of this incredible story before getting involved in the project, because I certainly wasn't.
I wasn't aware. I hadn't read the book before meeting Angelina and discussing the project, but no, it was it was news to me. Mm-hmm. I think in America Louis' story is much more known, but it's great to be able to take this to the whole world, really, because it's an incredible story.
Yeah, as a universal message, although Louis was from America, it's the message is wide-reaching.
I mean, in regards to research, did you guys meet anyone who had been held as a prisoner of war, or anyone who was involved in that sort of time?
I knew a guy when I was younger, because I weirdly grew up in a nursing home that my dad owned at the time, and there was a guy there he'd been a Japanese POW, and he'd had a stroke, so he couldn't speak very well, but he was, he was very expressive, and he had all sorts of tattoos and stuff, which I had in the film as a kind of homage to him. But I knew a little bit about his experiences.
I was wondering, because it looked, the film was so sort of intense and sort of emotionally kind of exhausting. Was it quite a tough shoot in the sense that when Angelina would shout cut, was it easy to go back to being kind of jokey or having sort of banter amongst yourselves, or did that kind of somber atmosphere kind of spread amongst the whole shoot?
I mean, I think there was obviously moments in the day where we would be able to, like not think about it and have a laugh and stuff, but there was certainly large parts of each day where you were having done all of the reading of what it was like for these men, and suddenly you're there and standing on set and it's being played out in front of you for real, sort of thing in your mind. Anyway, it was very very kind of emotional at times. Yeah. Mm.
I mean, when you sort of watch the movie back, are you able to get immersed in the tale and kind of caught up in the story, or is that quite difficult when you're actually in the film yourselves?
Can be difficult. I think I need to watch it one more time to kind of not be noticing things that I'm watching of like the filmmaking of it, because I get distracted quite easily when I'm watching it. But I mean,
I think with this film it's hard not to just be affected by what you see and what the characters are going through and what Louis is going through.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously, Jack and Domhnall, they had to lose quite a lot of weight for their roles, and it seemed that everyone amongst the Prisoner of War sort of were quite gaunt and sort of were quite thin, I suppose. Did you guys have to lose weight for the roles, and how was that experience for you?
Yeah. We spent 5 weeks beforehand running and not eating much. We were all on diets to kind of lose weight for it. Yeah, I think it was important to look as if we, were struggling for our next meal, really, because otherwise it wouldn't really work. So, yeah, we all lost a lot of weight for it. Yeah. I
mean, there's a real British presence on set. Was that quite nice? Because it was obviously shot out in Australia, so far away from home. Was it quite nice to be sort of surrounded by lots of other Brits? Did it give a kind of nice comfortability, a bit of sort of homely feel to the set?
Only me, you, and Jack, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was nice to have us. It was nice to have us.
It was, yeah. But definitely, important, to honour that aspect of history, because the guys were from all over the world. I mean, we do have, there was Australian guys, Americans, Brits. And yeah, it was good to have that, that bunch, that variation, and everyone kind of brought their own sense of humour.
Yeah.
So just my final question is just about sort of Angelina as a director. How helpful was it having someone who's such an experienced actress sort of as a director? Did you think that was she able to sort of see things from your perspective in some ways?
Definitely,
yeah. I think so. I think she's worked with lots of great directors, and it makes sense really that she's kind of gathered great bits from all of them, really, and then I think she was able to make a set that was able to tell this epic tale and kind of set up these incredible shots, but also spend time with us in the barracks and in the more intimate scenes, just sort of having time to talk through those moments. And I think she gave time for all of that, and that was important for her to make sure that was a part of the story, as well as the more massive movie moments. But she was a great director to work with.
Thank you so much for your time today, much appreciated.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.
Hey You